This is an exclusive video from WOLnews.com. Welcome to the 2010 Lycoming College Football Show, brought to you by WOLnews.com. And this week, Lycoming College heads to Rowan down in New Jersey, and we have head coach of the Warriors, Mike Clark. And Mike, it's been a very hot preseason here in north central PA.
Yeah, John, the weather's been, I would say the weather cooperated. Very little rain, warmer temperatures, which, I think, makes our guys work a little bit harder, puts them in some adverse conditions, which, heading into the game this weekend, depending on what happens with the temperature, it's warm again this week. So, it gives you an opportunity to be prepared to play in the heat if you end up with a warm Saturday in September.
I was looking over some of the team stuff, and I don't know, looking at the positives, and the way I see it, the offensive line this year is more mature. Running, the running situation could be very good. You have good wide receivers, tight end. Quarterbacks, the spot that you have to throw someone new in. Now, you've decided to use Zach Klinger, I believe, haven't you?
Well, I mean, it looks like Zach will be the starter. Timmy's still working through the foot injury a little bit. So, and until he's 100%, it's really not fair to say, that he won't be that guy. But Zach's done a nice job while Tim's been out, and continues to get better. Had a very strong scrimmage against Gettysburg. If you factor, a couple of the drop balls out, he has really impressive statistics for that day, and he's done a nice job. So yeah, I mean, right now Zach will in all likelihood probably start for us on Saturday, and we're looking forward to seeing him in action.
In preparing for Rowan, give us a little bit of the positives they have. A tough team. They're always up there in the polls, maybe not in the top 25 all the time, but usually up around there. What do you see this year from Rowan?
Well, I think what you'll always get out of Rowan will be a well-coached, physical, fundamentally sound and fast teams. Their speed last year I thought was a factor, especially with their defense against our offense. We certainly had some inexperience issues on our side of the ball, but they had a lot of talent and athleticism on defense, which caused us some problems. So, I think you're going to see a real athletic group out of them, a physical group, a group that's, probably been a little bit underestimated coming into the season. I saw their pick to finish fourth in the NJAC, which, I know there's some good teams in that conference, but I'm not sure I'm buying that one.
We talk about offense a lot, but of course you have to almost talk a little bit about Lycoming defense. A tough blow to the defense against the Gettysburg team with Jim Daly going out. I guess he could be injured, and who knows what his future is for the rest of the year. He's a senior.
Well, you know what? The MRI the other day was positive. He has a follow-up with the doctor today. So we'll see. He's certainly not done yet. We thought it might have been a fracture. It's not a fracture. They did look at his knee a little bit, and he has a follow-up appointment today. So, Jimmy's a gamer and was a 4-year player, and if there's any way he can go this weekend, we're going to give him the opportunity to.
Okay, so that's up in the air. How have you fared physically through the preseason practices?
Other than the scare with him the other day, we're really, really healthy, we think. Normal bumps and bruises. I mean, when you go from just lifting and running and working out to pounding on each other multiple times a day for 2 to 3 hour stretches, it tends to take its toll. But knock on wood, nothing significant injury-wise at this point.
So how are you feeling going Saturday? Glad the season's finally ready to kick off. It's kind of an exciting thing, isn't it?
No, John, it's really exciting. Having a chance to go down to Rowan and play another program that has a great tradition, to kick off this year is a great opportunity for our football program. A year ago it was a 10-7 game in the third quarter. They had 2 big plays, one in the first half for a touchdown, and then one when we made it a 3-point game to kind of open it back up. So, we've got to be able to limit the big play. We've got to be able to control the ball much better than we were a year ago. And if we can do those things, we believe we'll be right where we need to be to give ourselves a chance to win the football game.
One last comment and question. I know you believe in getting a good schedule, and that will draw quality players. This is a tough schedule this year. And the other factor going is 3/4 of this team you have recruited, right? That's kind of the first time now that most of this team is yours.
Yeah, no, it is the first time, and look, every program, John, is only going to be as successful as the quality student athletes that you can bring in and retain. So, having those guys here is with 3 years is nice. But Coach Girardi, some of our best players, Coach Girardi and Rob left us some good ones, the Ryan Wagamans, the Adam Paul Hamases. I mean, our senior class, Josh Kleinfelder, it's not like they left the cupboard bare. There's some good talent there. So, in terms of the schedule, playing a tough schedule, it does two things. It allows you to, hopefully good players want to compete against great people, and we play in a strong conference. Rowan and Ithaca and Westminster non-league are certainly quality games. I mean, you've got to do that. And it also, what that does is it gets you ready for the MAC. If we can compete with a Rowan and we compete with an Ithaca, by the time October and November get here, we should be ready to go against the Del Valles, the Albrights, the Lebanon Valleys, and teams in our league that were 9 and 10 win teams a year ago. So, and that's why we do that.
Well, after these first 3 games, it's pretty good line in the sand to see what you have and where you have to improve.
Absolutely. Look, again, this is a tough opener, but we'd much rather have it this way. If you play a couple easy games and then you get into our league, you could have your eyes open pretty quickly, and you might think you're a lot better than you are. So if we can come out of the first couple weeks on the plus side at 3-0, which is certainly where we want to be. We want to be 1-0 after Saturday. Then I think that would have been a great measuring stick. So, and we'll fare well in our league if we can stay healthy. So that's the objective.
Well, good luck Saturday. We'll see you down there. I hear it could be in the high 60s, and maybe the weather will be nice.
Yeah, I looked again today, and it says that, all week they're saying upper 70s and nice, and then, I talked to their radio guys, and they said it might rain, and we have new rain gear this year, which we haven't had. After the last 2 years, we could have used it. My guess is now that we have brand new rain gear, we probably won't need it. So those things tend to happen that way. But now, regardless, both teams will play in the same weather, and it shouldn't be an advantage for either team.
Thank you. Good luck.
All right, thanks a lot.